Watch as an animal rescuer approaches an orangutan in a tree and then shoots it with a tranquilizer dart. The great ape is still moving, so the man needs to shoot it again to stop it. What the orangutan doesn't know is that this is for its own good. The orangutan was one of a group recently found looking for food on a palm oil plantation in Indonesia. That's no safe place for an orangutan. He needed to be back in the forest. Once the primate was tranquilized, the rescuers gave him some shots and a vet exam. They also gave him a name, Bonsal. Then they brought Bonsal to a cage and put it in the back of a truck. The truck drove to a river where the cage with Bonsal in it was loaded onto a motorboat. After a ride on the water, Bonsal was brought to a forest and they opened the door to his new home. Bonsal is a Bornean orangutan and thus a member of an endangered species. There are only about 100,000 like him left in the world. In Africa, a team of scientists is working to preserve a critically endangered animal called the northern white rhino. There are only 2 members of the subspecies still alive, and both are female. Najin and Fatu live in a conservancy in Kenya. They have around-the-clock security service from armed guards. It's been determined that neither of the 2 could carry a pregnancy, so experts successfully extracted egg cells from each of the rhinos. The eggs were immediately flown to a lab in Italy. There, they will be fertilized with sperm extracted from now-deceased males of the subspecies. The hope is that those embryos will be brought to term by southern white rhino surrogates, thus keeping northern white rhinos from going completely extinct. And there may soon be another giant panda in the world. Officials at the Smithsonian National Zoo in Washington, D.C. announced that Mei Xiang is pregnant. Ultrasounds revealed the possible panda to be. But zoo vets warn it's too early to tell whether the fetus will survive. Though Mei Xiang has given birth to 3 other cubs in her 22 years, there's no guarantee this pregnancy will be carried to term. If it does result in a new panda, the addition would join Fan Xing, a cub born in May at a zoo in the Netherlands. The name Fan Xing translates to Starry Night in honor of the famous painting by the Dutch artist Vincent van Gogh. There are some 2,000 Van Gogh works in the world, and only about as many pandas. According to the World Wildlife Fund, there are some 400 giant pandas in captivity and under 1,900 in the wild. The oldest giant panda in captivity just celebrated her 38th birthday at a facility in China. Well-wishers celebrated Xing Xing with songs and a specially made cake. 38 is over 110 in human years, but Xing Xing's caretakers say she's in excellent shape for her age. So here's to many more, Xing Xing. This is Inside Edition Digital.